Hello, my name is Dale Wilhite. I'm right now in Montrose, Colorado. You can find me on the internet on Facebook or MySpace and a few other places there. This is about animal rights and something that I think every uh, pet owner or anyone who owns animals should take into account and consider this a very serious matter. One of the television shows I like to watch from time to time is Animal Planet. And one of the things I've noticed is that when uh, is how many animals are found starving or dead because the owner or owners have died and there was no one left or no one told to come pick the animals up or to take the animals in. It's kind of like when you make a living will. You want to, if, let's say you have kids, you want someone to take in your kids in the event that the father and the mother pass away, and so you make sure that your kids uh, are in the best of hands. Well, when it comes to animals, apparently a lot of pet owners and just regular animal owners who own horses, cows, sheep, chickens, goats, whatever, don't do that, and they need to. And so what I'm saying is that everyone that owns, any kind of animal needs to make sure that in case of your death, that someone will come forward and take them in and care for them properly, or at least take them to the animal shelter somewhere where they can be maybe adopted out. But it's amazing at how many animals uh, that these uh, animal cops, I call them, find starving or dead because the owner had died and no one even mentioned anything about their animals. That might be in the backyard or it might be somewhere else. Sometimes I think there was one episode where this man owned several horses and other farm animals. He died, and by the time they found these animals, they most of them had starved to death and were dead because nobody bothered to. He made no arrangements to have these animals taken care of when he, in the event he passed away. And he was in his 80s, so he probably passed away at old age or something. I don't know, but that's something that's very important. And so you need to pass this on to all your neighbors or all anybody that owns, a pet of any kind to make sure. You know, it is true that in most families that if the owner of the who owns a dog, cat, any other kind of animal, there's other family members there to take care of. So this is probably aimed more at single owners, like an older man or older woman who owns 50 cats or something. I don't know how anybody can own 50 cats, but there are people like that. To make sure that if they pass away, that their animals don't starve to death or are out running loose and get run over and things like that. So it's just kind of like doing, as I said, is when you have children, you make sure that your children are cared for in the case, that you as a mother or father pass away. You want your children, the best hands possible. Well, you should do the same with your animals. Make sure they're in the best hands possible in the event that you pass away, or that let's say there's a man and woman, husband, wife that own some dogs and cats. They pass away. Well, make sure that somebody is there to come pick those animals up and care for them. That's all there is to it. And this should become something that I hope people will pitch and spread throughout this nation, actually throughout the world if possible, because this could reduce some of the animal abuse that's taking place in this world. And I think it's a good idea, and I think it's worth uh, pitching to everybody. And so you should pass this on. Put it in your letter to the editor sections of your newspaper. Pitch it on the internet. Tell your friends. Put up posters up, telling people, remind them